Hi everybody, it's Heather, and today we are going to talk about the Summer Camps and Conferences update. So I've been telling you that this video will be coming, and hopefully you have a chance to watch it today because you'll need to respond to the quiz questions before tomorrow, which is Tuesday, July 1st. So we have some changes coming to how we're handling camps and conferences, and that's mostly because we've obviously had a lot of difficulties this summer. We're hoping to simplify the system a little bit more and make things really cut and dry, hopefully to make it easier for you. Please provide us feedback in SD Daily if at any time you think the system is not as clear as we think it is, or if you experience any difficult situations with conferences or camps or participants, please give us that feedback in written SD Daily form. So we're going to dive right in. Hopefully you can forget everything that I've taught you this summer about camps and conferences and relearn it all through this wonderful short 4 to 5 minute video. Great. So I've updated our cheat sheet that is at the front desk. It's in the Rec Soup office. It's at the Service Center as well. Again, you've got your simple white cards here as well as colored cards over here. So white cards, how does this work? How we're going to run this summer is, moving forward, is white cards mean people have opted in and paid for a membership for the day. So anytime you see a white card, technically the person should be getting in for free and it should work in our system. So you'll go ahead and scan it like normal. It should ding green, good to go, great, wonderful. You're eligible for family hours if you want to bring your family in. Now, there could be 2 instances where this card would reject. And it's literally written right here. Up here, which is person not found, and down here, which is access profile restricted. Up here, person not found, what we want to do to handle this is basically say that person aren't found because A, their card is broken and isn't working, the mag strip has been demagnetized, or B, they're not in our system, which could happen but shouldn't happen hardly at all this summer. You might see a lot more of the demagnetized strip not working. So again, if it says person not found, how you're going to handle it is you're going to confiscate the white ID card. You're going to put it in my mailbox. When you confiscate it, you're going to explain to the person, like, sorry, I'm going to have to take this card because it doesn't actually work anymore. It's got a broken mag strip on it. But we will work to get you a new one through having you contact your conference coordinator. So again, you'll confiscate the ID card, you'll explain that to them, and then you'll ask them, what camp are you with? Hopefully they know the name of their camp. Not always the case. Try to work through it and ask them, oh, what are you here for? Are you here for band camp? Are you here for volleyball camp? Some of that kind of stuff might help cue them to remember their camp name. But it's really, really important to try to determine what their camp name is. So we've got this wonderful spreadsheet of all the camps listed for the rest of the summer. And if you look down, maybe they say they're from the Recharge camp. So you're going to find Recharge, you're going to follow it across on the list, and you're going to see, oh, Candace is in charge of that camp. We're going to have you talk to Candace so that you can get a new white ID card. You're then going to go to this handy dandy box that says Conference and Event Services Business Cards. You're going to open it up and you're going to look for Candace's business card. There's only like 6 different business cards in here. So Candace is the first one actually. You'll pull it out, you'll give them a business card off the back end, and they should be good to go. You should ask them, you should contact Candace as soon as possible to work on getting a new ID card. You'll still let them in today for free, but you will confiscate their white ID card. Hopefully nobody gets in too much of a panic about this. We've tried to inform conference services that this is how we're going to process it for the rest of the summer. But again, solid, strong customer service, and just explain to them you can get a new white ID card if you call Candace, and it should work in our system. But you're good to go for today. You can come on in, work out, do whatever you need to do. The other reason that a white card would get rejected is that they have the access profile restricted. And this most likely means that they've only paid for certain days of the week. So for instance, Upward Bound has only paid for Monday through Thursday all summer. They don't pay for Friday, Saturday, Sunday because a lot of their campers go home. So if it says access profile restricted, you would actually deny them access and say, well, you can pay $5 to enter, but currently you haven't paid through our system for a membership for today. So again, they can pay $5, you just swipe it, and you can charge their account a guest pass, and they would have to pay there in full up front, the $5 a day. They're eligible for family hours if they do pay for that $5 a day guest pass. So those are the 2 reasons why a white ID card would get restricted. Again, it would be A, because the mag strip's broken, and we would confiscate it and ask them to get a new one, and B, they would have to pay because they haven't paid for that specific day. Anytime that anybody maybe has issues or is really upset about something, again, refer them back to their conference coordinator. Their conference coordinator is going to have a lot more information and be able to give them a lot more details about how to handle something. And so again, refer them to this sheet. Well, you should look on the sheet and refer them to their the correct business card for who they should call. The other thing that you might see now this summer is our colored cards. Colored cards now, anytime you see any color but white, you should know that these people have to pay $5 to enter, period. There will never this summer be a colored card where somebody gets in free, period. So again, you see this card, you definitely don't even need to swipe it in Fusion to see if it works, because it won't. You immediately go to the till computer, and what you'll do is you'll look up the customer membership. When you find the account membership, you can just charge it a $5 day pass, and then they pay it, and then they can come on in for free. If they pay that $5 day pass, they are also eligible for family hours. So just make sure that anytime you see this colored card, they need to pay to get in. If they feel like they shouldn't have to pay, or maybe they didn't think they had to pay, again, they have to pay, so deny them access unless they pay. But if they want to talk to somebody, again, look on this sheet, ask them what camp they're with, find their conference coordinator, and then give them the correct business card of the person they need to call. The last couple things on the cheat sheet, which have been there all summer, is if the person has no ID card or a lost card, again, try to ask them what camp they're with and refer them via business card to their conference coordinator to help sort those issues out. Counselor wristbands, again, they can either have a paper wristband, like the climbing wall ones, or a silicone wristband. Exciting. Both have to be either neon green. So they should have one of these types of wristbands. And again, that ratio is 12:1. So we need to make sure we're enforcing that really strongly. The last thing on the cheat sheet is equipment checkout. So if they have a white card, it should work in the system. We should be able to check them out easy peasy like we do with normal members. If they have a colored card, you're going to need to do paper checkout. If for some reason the white card isn't scanning in Fusion and they've paid that $5 day pass maybe, you can also do a paper checkout for them for equipment as well. Hopefully this made sense. Sorry this was so quick. Again, I will attach this cheat sheet as well as the camp spreadsheet to this email, and I'll need you to answer those quiz questions by that deadline that's listed in the email. So feel free to call me if you have any issues. I'm actually out on vacation a good chunk of July. I apologize, but feel free to see any of those people that I've listed in this email to get clarification.